I was invited to join AmCham's Doorknock this year. It was the first Doorknock since COVID. It was a great honor for me to join a very distinguished delegation of Mongolian business people, entrepreneurs, who represent the depth and breadth of Mongolia's economic potential. One of the things that we did was tell Mongolia's story, potential as a market, as a place to do business, and as a place where American businesses can come to invest. We want to see U.S.-Mongolia relations strengthen. We want to see its economic partnership strengthened. We want to see more trade, more commercial and economic activity between our two great nations. We also want to see more people-to-people exchange, more businesses and investors coming to each other's countries to invest and to grow each other's economies. And in that aspect, it was a great privilege for me to join the AmCham Doorknock delegation so we could talk about Mongolia's story, we could talk about the potential of Mongolia's economy and the potential for Mongolian businesses to do in the United States. If government and the business community can see themselves more as partners rather than competitors, then the future looks very bright for Mongolia. We want to see more of that collaboration where businesses and government work together to streamline regulation, to encourage innovation, to encourage a healthy economic activity between our two countries so Mongolia can be a destination for American businesses and American investment. We're very proud to be Mongolia's strategic partner. We're very proud to be Mongolia's third neighbor and friend, and our priority for this year and for next year and for beyond is for the economic relationship between our two countries to strengthen, where Mongolia's open economy, open market economy becomes further resilient and more market opportunities are available to Mongolia in other parts of the world, whether it be the United States or the European Union or Japan or South Korea. It is in Mongolia's best interest and in our interest as well to be able to provide that opportunity for Mongolia.
This is Randolph Kappa from TDB. It was my honor and pleasure to participate in the 2023 AmCham Doorknock at Washington this past month. And it was a particularly honor for me because, and for the chamber members, to have the U.S. ambassador accompany us on our visit. This enabled us to get access to even higher level management and administrators of the various agencies we met. Broadly speaking, the purpose of the Doorknock from our perspective was to help emphasize the fact that the private sector in Mongolia is strong and growing, and that there's a great demand for both American products and services, and of course being able to have access to American technology and guidance on business practices. At the same time, we were looking for business partners and investors to come into Mongolia. The second theme was largely to try to emphasize that on the global stage, Mongolia punches above its weight, that there are, despite the small population, important reasons commercially to have interest in Mongolia. Not only its mineral resources, particularly its abundant but yet to be developed critical minerals, but also the ability to adopt and absorb American products and practices. We also wanted to stress that at this moment, because of the geopolitical situation, it was important that a strong private sector in this democracy be supported. In this regard, we wanted to make it clear that there are many opportunities and needs to provide financial support, both in the form of investment and loans, to help develop and expand businesses. Particularly, we stress the areas of need in sustainable finance, to deal with climate change impact on Mongolia, land degradation, overgrazing, climate change, pollution in UB, and related topics where there are needs and opportunities. We had a very good reception. We had a strong delegation, and we obviously will have to continue to follow up, but we have many opportunities and plans to do so, including welcoming a strong delegation from the United States in their visit this coming October.
The American Chamber of Commerce in Mongolia organized for the 7th time the US Doorknock to Washington, D.C. and it's a signature event for our chamber. And this year's event had a number of distinctive elements. Number one, it was led by the US ambassador in Mongolia. Number two, it happened for the first time in a post-COVID time. And last time we had the Doorknock, it was back in 2019, and I guess it was very important for us to visit Washington, D.C. to re-engage with a number of our stakeholders and counterparts and to reestablish connections that we had in Washington, D.C. So during the 7th Doorknock, we had a number of high-level engagements with the Biden administration, with the congressional staffers, with the financial institutions, some NGOs, think tanks, to really promote Mongolia as a place of investments and as a place where you can do business. One of the important takeaways would be to make sure that we continue engaging with the US stakeholders, conduct regular information exchange with them, feeding them with information, some policy update, what's going on in Mongolia, and undertake a couple of follow-up actions. One specific example we can give you is the certified trade mission of American businesses coming into Mongolia in October 2023. I think that is a very specific example of follow-up actions from this Doorknock, and certainly we'll start preparation for Doorknock 2024 from today to make sure that we have more and more members joining this Doorknock, and we continue promoting the bilateral economic and commercial relations between two countries. And once again, we'd like to thank all delegates, the US Embassy, for their tremendous support in making this event a success.